is Another Gay Horror Pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tabbitt. I'm going to have my birthday there next year.
Oh,
Chili's.
I'm going to remember your birthday next year. I've decided. I put it in my calendar.
We'll see when.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens.
I'm usually, okay, we're now relitigating me forgetting your birthday 2 months ago. But I'm usually pretty good about remembering birthdays, but I was in a hailstorm.
You know what? I'm going to chalk it up to you were busy.
Yeah. I was dealing with Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, you were locked in. And that's okay. I've never been a really big birthday person, but I'll never forget that.
But honestly, you shouldn't.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I think you should hold me accountable. I think you should forget my birthday this year.
Stop.
I'm a medium birthday person. I like to celebrate, but
I feel like you're you like a birthday.
Yeah, I like an opportunity to celebrate myself. I don't do it a lot. I'm so humble.
Well,
I'm very much like, oh, don't look at me.
Famously,
I'm a Cancer Leo, so
I don't know what that means.
Do with that what you may.
I will say, you work hard, you play hard, and
I do. And sometimes I do both at the same time. I don't know
both at the same time.
Yeah,
I think that's We work in an industry that allows us to do both at the same time.
Yeah, and sometimes I sleep hard.
No.
But I don't usually sleep long.
No, you don't.
I sleep hard. I just don't sleep a full night.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, is sleeping hard, like, do you have to sleep a full 7 to 8 hours to sleep hard, or can you sleep? I guess you can like nap hard,
Yeah, I hate a nap though.
I do too.
It messes with me. It just
I
throws
can
my
count,
equilibrium off.
I can count on maybe two hands the times in the last decade where I've had a nap and woken up and like refreshed.
Yeah, it's
Every
usually
time
just like you wake up and you're like, this is worse.
I'm disoriented.
Yeah,
I'm like,
which is why I now just do math.
I read somewhere that naps are max should be like 20 minutes.
Yes.
So,
but I want an hour.
Sure.
And that's the issue.
Because it takes us a long time to get to sleep.
So I do occasionally just fall asleep for 15 minutes on the couch. Just like TV on.
Yeah. And
I just doze out and come back. And sometimes that's actually nice.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm not trying for it.
Right.
I think it's my body saying, I need this.
Shut down.
And me letting it have it.
Right.
And then waking up and then going, okay, I probably needed that.
Is it close to bedtime?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like, for some reason, because I'm not working right now, famously. And Chris is. So something about 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I've done all the like productive stuff I need to do for the day.
Right.
I'm currently rewatching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. So I put on a couple episodes of that. And then sometimes I got to rewatch them the next day because I fell asleep for 20 minutes in the middle of them.
Yeah, I feel like 2 to 4 p.m. is ideal nap time. If you need another nap show, I just started Suburgatory, which is now on Netflix. Great background show.
With Sam Pancake's classmate Cheryl Hines in it.
Oh, yeah. She's unfortunately very good.
She's so funny, and it's like hard that she's sort of our health system's Ava Braun. But this is not an RFK Jr. podcast, although I do think everyone should be leeching. Just like my favorite movie, Wuthering Heights. Which when this comes out will be dated.
I'm thinking about seeing it again tomorrow.
Can we say something?
Sure. That's why we're here, babe. That's why we're here.
Can you imagine? Am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to say something on this podcast?
Yeah.
I don't think movies need to be good to be good. And that's how I feel about Wuthering Heights. I think it is truly a Beautiful Gowns production. I think it looks great. Mm-hmm. Honestly, the source material is none of my business. I'm never going to read Wuthering Heights. I've never read it before.
Yeah.
Be Kind Rewind actually did a really good video about the original Wuthering Heights adaptation. Now I kind of want to watch that. But I just like sometimes I want to watch something that's beautiful, maybe flawed, and have a little have a key. And that's how I felt.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, there's been many Wuthering Heights adaptations.
Yeah.
This was something different. I also have no connection to the book. I thought it was stunning to look at. Everything seemed like practical, which we always talk about is wonderful. And it felt like a movie capital M. I was like, oh, this deserves to be seen in theaters.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, and this is all I'll say. If your movie has two hot people yearning for each other in a will they won't they situation, I'm gonna be engrossed. And I think at the end of the day, that's what's gonna get me.
It was. Have you seen Pillion?
Yes, I have.
There's a little overlap between the two movies. Mostly in pup play.
Yeah, Pillion and Wuthering Heights are actually very similar.
I mean, one of them's a movie and one of them's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, one of them's a movie and one of them's a movie, air quotes. I feel like I needed to say the air quotes. But they're both good.
Yeah, they both have their strengths,
but also they're not both good. One of them's a good movie and one of them's a movie that feels good.
I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I don't feel bad about liking Wuthering Heights. No. I fucking liked Saltburn.
Same.
I thought Promising Young Woman was very watchable.
I mean, Promising Young Woman is her best movie.
I would agree, except I don't love the ending. I think maybe...
Yeah, but that movie doesn't work without that ending.
Yeah, I just feel it's just so fucked up.
I also do really need to dip into Bad Cinderella.
Oh, you want her to do an adaptation of?
No, she did an adaptation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bad Cinderella, which was music and lyrics by Andrew Lloyd Webber, book by Emerald Fennell, about a Cinderella story where everyone in the town has a lot of plastic surgery except for Cinderella, who's bad.
I'm sorry. I'm a
have
sucker.
You not dipped into Bad Cinderella?
I haven't, but I'm just like I'm an Emerald Fennell apologist. Emerald Fennell apologist. I feel like it's going to come back to bite me in the ass.
You know what?
I feel like it is.
Okay, so she's a lord. She's rich.
She comes from not a relatable background.
No,
I'll say that.
And honestly, I don't want to relate. I relate to too much.
I will say, every interview that I've seen with her, I'm like, she's funny and fun, and I'm never like, ugh, this bitch. Yeah, maybe I've only watched 3 interviews, but so you know what?
Maybe sometimes that's all you need.
Maybe I just much like Margot Robbie's character in Wuthering Heights. Maybe I'm wearing rose-colored glasses, and someone's gonna pull me out of this Emerald Fennell trance that I'm in. But listen,
maybe you're gonna die. I don't know. Maybe it's an atomic pregnancy,
and that's exactly right.
Yeah,
and we talk a lot about how much quality theatrical experience heightens a movie, and my theater going experience for Wuthering Heights was very fun. Everyone was dialed in, and I really, you know what I really loved? I loved the first 15 minutes. We get sort of the subversive opening where you think they're fucking, but actually a man's hanging. We get the awesome stop motion title sequence.
Hair. Yeah.
And I think the child actors are really great.
And I don't know. I saw it dead center IMAX.
Yeah,
full theater.
Same.
Had fun, and that's sometimes all you need.
I think people went into this movie ready to hate it, and I think that's always a bad position to be in, frankly. So also, if you didn't like Wuthering Heights, I don't need to know about it.
I think it's I've been thinking a lot about this, and I promise this is the last we'll talk about Wuthering Heights in this the Final Girls episode. But I just think the internet has made people feel that they can't feel fine about something. They have to either feel very positively or very negatively about something, because fine takes don't sell online.
Yeah,
hot takes sell online.
Yeah.
So it can't be, oh, it was a okay adaptation that didn't really connect with me, but the costumes were great. Yeah. It's got to be this was offensive to women. This was offensive to the Moor community.
Yeah.
This
the bog community.
The bogs. It can't just be oh, this was a movie that didn't connect with me that well, but I appreciate the craft that went into it. It has to be this is not only the worst movie ever, it's offensive and misogynistic, and Emerald Fennell should be stoned.
You know what? I'm going to tie it back to horror. The movie was there's a lot of fog, and maybe subconsciously I was like, Silent Hill.
Well, okay, so in the movie's defense, you're always trying to you're Charlie Day with the murder wall behind you, trying to connect everything back to Silent Hill.
Exactly.
You're like, here's how the 2024 election is about Silent Hill.
Yes, that's exactly right. And one last thing, I'll say, I read somewhere, I think a friend of mine said something on Letterboxd where he somehow found out that the original script had a modern day, at the opening of the movie, had a modern day Kathy picking up a copy of Wuthering Heights and reading it, and then we sort of jump into what we saw, the period
her
piece.
her
imagining it, which I think could have been cool, but I also don't love there wouldn't have been stakes, I guess, really.
I also just know, I know that Kathy is the name of the character in Wuthering Heights.
Mm-hmm.
But Kathy is not a name from that time period.
I loved it. I'm sorry. I loved it. I was
it's literally the name of the character, but to me it's Ack. It's chocolate Ack, the Kathy cartoon. And so I was like, wait, what's she doing there? And it's like, oh no, that's just another woman named Kathy.
I could see how that would take people out, but I was like very into it.
I wasn't taken out.
Yeah.
I just had to say it. And that has been our mini review of Wuthering Heights and Pillion. And now you're going to tell me some fun facts about 2015's The Final Girls.
That's true. I am going to tell you some fun facts about 2015's Final Girls. Fun fact, Wuthering Heights. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So the running, let's just kind of jump in. The running time of the movie, the of Camp Bloodbath, the movie within the Final Girls, is 92 minutes, which is the same length as the movie itself, The Final Girls, which is really fun. The film was conceived and co-written by Joshua John Miller as a way of dealing with the death of his dad, who, another fun fact, had starred as Father Karras in The Exorcist.
Oh,
deep cut.
I mean, that's the lead of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Well, except for Reagan and
I was
Chris
going to say,
the third lead, the young priest.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. Many of the scenes, I actually love this fun fact. Many of the scenes were shot in order. However, the real world scenes, which open the film, were shot at the very end of the production, after the cast had ample time to bond to help ensure that the audience would believe they are relationships.
Which I think worked. Yeah,
I totally think that works. I like that a lot, and I hope that more movies sort of with this like dream time element adopt that practice. And then let's see, Nancy and Tina, two of the lead girls in Camp Bloodbath, were named after your goat, Nancy Thompson, and Christina Tina Gray from A Nightmare on Elm Street. So there are actually like a decent amount of fun facts here, considering like how recent the movie is. I feel like we struggle to find trivia because
this is also a much more beloved movie than we were discussing last week with They/Them. I mean, this is a cult following movie. It's not, but I think people get interviewed about this movie a lot more. Yeah.
It's fun. It's a very enjoyable movie. So just a couple of fun facts. Oh, I guess one more fun fact. The director went on to, after this direct, Isn't It Romantic, which is a similar concept, but swap out horror for rom-com. With Rebel Wilson and Adam DeVine, who is also in this movie. Fun stuff. This movie's really enjoyable.
Had you seen this movie before?
I haven't.
Haven't
seen it before. Hadn't prior to watching this.
No, this is like I've seen this movie a few times. It's one I go back to because it's so sweet.
It is sweet. Yeah, it's a sweet movie.
And it's really well acted, especially between Taissa Farmiga and Malin Ackerman.
The cast is great.
Yeah. The cast is crazy.
The cast is crazy. I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe I just didn't dive enough into it, but I'm like, how did they like get everyone for this? Aaliyah Shawkat, Malin Ackerman, Taissa Farmiga. I guess Taissa Farmiga was like kind of on the come up, but like Nina Dobrev at this time was
Vampire Diaries at this
height
point.
of Vampire Diaries, I think.
Yeah.
So like that's a huge get.
I think it's a fun script. I think it's probably a relatively short shoot. So
true.
Like you sign up and you get. I think this is shot in New Orleans.
I was gonna say, did you clock the location?
I'm not 100% sure, but it feels also that time period,
2015.
Yeah, is very like everything was shot in New Orleans.
Oh, just because of like tax reasons?
I think it was tax reasons.
Okay.
Oh my God, when I tell you, shot for 26 days, short shoot.
Okay.
In Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Great.
So
you know your shit.
I'm a good guesser.
Good. Your status as the location expert, film location expert, continues to go challenged.
Well, I feel like there was this is sort of the tail end of the 10-year period where everything shot in and around New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and then around this time Atlanta was coming up and New Orleans was kind of going down.
Right.
Because I think New Orleans got rid of, I think I always call Louisiana New Orleans because I forget that there's a whole state there because I'm just like
other places
New Orleans
there.
Yeah.
So Atlanta was kind of come up. Is Atlanta still the new Hollywood? Or sorry, not new Hollywood, but like I feel like because Marvel over the last like 5-10 years has really sort of had its claws in Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is not what it used to be.
Atlanta's not doing
film
well
wise.
It's actually now the fourth. Georgia's now the fourth highest production state after California, New York, and New Jersey.
Wow. So I was going to say, where are people going now?
Jersey.
Vancouver.
Vancouver's kind of dead too because the CW doesn't shoot shows anymore. It is like it's an interesting thing to encounter where it's like these like areas get really propped up by one client. And so like Georgia was doing very well because every Marvel movie shot there for like 7 or 8 years.
Right.
And then when they all moved to London,
that's what it is. Everyone's out of the fucking country.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like we don't have this big tent pole. It's like in a mall when the Macy's leaves. And it's like, well, the mall's still there, but is it ever going to be the same?
That's actually a really great metaphor because Marvel is, I'm not going to say Macy's is in its flop era, but like Marvel is like.
So Marvel's like JCPenney maybe?
Marvel's not doing well
Sears.
right now. That being said, no, I think Marvel confirmed for Macy's. But I will say I just watched Wonder Man and courtesy of my roommate, shout out, who has great taste. And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If listeners, if you're considering watching Wonder Man, jump in, and if you're not considering it, consider it.
I think, and
it's great.
I think they're moving towards having more standalone stuff, and that's really smart because it should be like, oh, everyone goes to see the movies, but then there's sort of like extra credit stuff.
Yeah.
And if you get the extra credit stuff, you may understand some element of the movies better, but it doesn't want to feel like everything's part of the syllabus because then you're going to get really behind and then you're just going to quit and drop out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm relatively like in the know and I couldn't care less about Avengers Doomsday. That's not true. And compared to my feelings toward Endgame, like when that was sort of coming to a head, I was so jazzed and like I couldn't wait. And now I'm like, okay, didn't love the Thunderbolts. As you know, wasn't a big Fantastic Four girly. Unfortunately, the second Black Panther, for several reasons, but like wasn't as nearly as successful as the first one. So
none of them were as bad as Captain America 4.
So. Yeah, and I didn't see it. So
it is. And I was talking to my mom the other day about how like AI and how AI slop is going to just end up replacing things like Captain America 4, where it's like it's not going to replace real art. but a lot of the studios aren't relying on making real art anymore. So it's going to be like, oh, a lot of AI. I feel like AI stuff is just going to replace like Captain America 4. Because honestly, AI can do something of that quality.
Well, we know Disney has a new executive, and she said that AI will be sort of more or less like a big factor in their movie making going forward. Have you seen that viral video that's going around right now where it's like AI Tom Cruise and AI Brad Pitt fighting on a roof?
Am I the only person who thinks it looks like shit?
So I was watching, I follow this guy who basically like takes down like AI videos, not takes down, not literally takes them down, but like breaks them down, calls them out, whatever. And he was saying that he, like it looks decent while you're watching it on a phone, but he like, I guess like cloned it for like a TV or like a much bigger screen, and it looks like shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that made me. He was like, so you can rest assured, like we're not really at a point yet where like fully like AI slop is has its claws in the theater going experience. But that said,
it is also still only being used by people who don't own IPs or likenesses of famous people to replicate intellectual property that they don't own and the likeness of famous people that they don't own. Yeah, so it's not actually creating anything. It's just regurgitating stuff poorly.
Yeah, I mean,
I do think like there is going to be a use study for AI generated stuff in VFX.
Yeah, I'm sure there's already something in the works.
Qualified artists.
Yeah. I think I wonder if like Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise has seen this, and if they're like if they're gearing up to sue.
I don't understand why people aren't suing more.
I guess because
I think it actually in a weird way might legitimize it.
Yeah.
To sue, but it is like, I don't know, I don't want my likeness to be replicated.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like,
and like
that might make
the
it real,
thing is, we need one big lawsuit, and like the studios are doing it with TikTok.
You know what we need? We need Gwyneth Paltrow to sue for $1.
Yes. To sue
actually,
me,
no, she would need to
sue
actually
me
sue
for $1. We should talk about The Final Girls.
This kind of relates to The Final Girls, a very meta movie.
It also relates to, I think AI could have helped the car crash.
Well, the year was 2015. The movie was
2015.
Like,
this is a $4.5 million movie. Yeah. We have to accept what we can accept and not accept what we can't.
Yeah.
We jump in with we meet Max and Amanda Cartwright, mother and daughter. I do love casting in these movies when you have to have the mother play herself younger, and so it is like a 32-year-old woman with like a 20-year-old daughter. I'm like, okay, I'm not here. Like
I read that the IMDb trivia, they're actually 16 years. They are 16 years apart.
Still are. It's like time.
Yeah, I'm like they were 16 years apart. And it's like no, actually they still are. But
okay, that's actually longer. I think Malin Ackerman is just hot.
Yeah, she's just hot.
I also never know how old Taissa Farmiga is. So she could still be 18 and I'd be like, okay.
She's closer to our age. That we have a tool that could tell us. I will look right now. Taissa.
But we find Max waiting for her mom while her mom auditions for some movie, and she's watching a trailer on her phone for the slasher movie her mom was in, Camp Bloodbath. And the trailer itself feels very much like it would have been in the middle of Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah, it's great. Taissa Farmiga, 31 years of age,
okay.
Currently 31. So
if you told me she was 20 or 40, I would have believed you either way.
I know, which is why she plays sort of a younger vibe on The Golden Age on HBO.
Yeah, she's playing like 17.
She's playing like 16, 17. Yeah. I'm obsessed.
Malin Ackerman, I love.
Yeah. You're a huge Hunting Wives stan.
I'm a Hunting Wives stan. I met her when I worked on Children's Hospital. She was very nice to me.
Oh, she seems sweet.
Everyone on Children's Hospital was very nice to me. I'm like, I can't like. They were all very lovely. So it was like a good project to be on because everyone was just sort of like happy to be there.
Yeah.
But And I think this is a really good role for her. I think
Yeah.
it's I really like I love this movie. This movie has made me cry before.
Aw,
It
it's
didn't make me
very.
cry today.
There's not a there's
Not today. This week.
there's not a lot of fat on this movie because I feel well there is some fat, but I feel like it's very it wears its heart on its sleeve, and like
Yeah.
the scenes in between the actual horror elements are like really really surprisingly nuanced and like well acted, and I think it's just very watchable.
Well, it
Both
is
as a horror movie and as like a sweet comedy.
We were recently talking about how modern slasher movies are always sort of a combination of something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very like this is a mother-daughter movie
For sure.
that at its core is about that relationship. That's the only emotional stakes in this movie are Max reconnecting with her mother through the character in a movie, which
and
is
you,
like
being a mama's boy, love to see it.
I saw her the other day.
Was she in town?
Yeah, my parents took a cruise out of San Pedro. So I went down to Long Beach for lunch with them the day before they hopped on the cruise, and they're going to stay with me when they come back.
Where's the cruise? What's
Hawaii?
Oh,
they're going.
Wait, that's a lengthy cruise.
Yeah, it's like 18 days.
Oh my god, is it Carnival? No,
I don't know. I don't think so. They're not Carnival people.
I was gonna say.
I think they're I think they usually do Norwegian.
Yeah.
Or Princess?
Because didn't your sister take a cruise as well? We talked about like
she took a
cruise
with my parents.
Okay.
My parents like a cruise.
You know what's funny is I have never been on a cruise. I don't really have an interest in going on a cruise. That being said, we mentioned this before. What's the cruise where kids aren't allowed? What's the cruise line where it's Virgin, but it's something else? I'm sure there's probably a few.
It's a Virgin no kids cruise.
It's a Virgin. No kids.
It's a not Virgin cruise.
No kids cruise. Oh god, that sounds so weird. Not Norwegian. It's Viking. Viking.
I don't even know if that's not kids allowed or just it's only old people.
I think that's true. But I think I have a friend who works for Viking. I'm pretty sure it's no kids allowed. And so as such, it's just old people.
It's the one you want to go. Yeah.
I'm honestly, let's fucking go. Like I would go. I don't want to go on a cruise. I would go on a Viking cruise.
I think a river cruise. So like,
yes.
I like the idea of like going to Europe and going to a different city every day and taking the train from city to city sounds like terrible to me.
Yes.
But like if I wanted to do if I had that much money, I wouldn't. They're really expensive.
They're so expensive.
If I had that much money, I would just go stay in 3 cities for a week each.
I'm looking at a Viking river cruise in Europe right now. Prices start at $2,600. That's actually not as much as I thought.
That's still a good amount of money.
A lot of money because you have to on top of that pay for flights, probably food, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yikes. Should we talk about Final Girls?
Yeah. Now we're really getting off into a tangent. Yeah, let's talk about Final Girls and not river cruises.
It was because we talked about my mom.
I know, my fault.
And me and Malin Ackerman. Me and Taissa Farmiga, both mommy's boys.
It's true.
Taissa Farmiga, famous mom.
She's not a mama's boy. She's a mama's girl.
So they're driving. They're listening to their favorite song. They're talking about how they're not going to be able to pay their bills. And then Malin Ackerman gets distracted, Amanda, and crashes the car.
Yeah,
and does not survive.
Can I just say this is a nitpick for me? They've got great chemistry, but like whenever a character in a movie is driving and they're talking and they're not looking at the road, I'm like, they're not looking at the road. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, Malin Ackerman is like on what seems kind of like a semi-busy street, and I'm like, your ass would not be looking left and right constantly at your passenger seat. You would be locked into the fucking, presumably, or ideally locked into the fucking road. And she was looking away a lot.
Well, and that is also and I'm not even nitpicking, I'm just pointing out process, which that was very obviously like poor man's process, which is you have grips in the front and the back of the car and they're moving it up and down, and you have 2 TVs next to the windows, and it's it was like a precursor to like the volume where you you set it up and you get the reflections off of the thing and you're able to film them. But it also, if you're not actually driving, and so it's you're way more focused on your performance than actually performing, being a mom driving your child and then talking to your child. So but it is like, I would have liked a little, like maybe one more scene between the two of them here before we launch it. I mean, this movie gets so abruptly into the story.
I was shocked. Yeah, they wrecked the car. Malin Ackerman's character dies. I was really shocked. I was like, whoa.
And then it's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
We meet Elia Shawkat's Gertie. We meet Max's crush Chris.
Mm-hmm.
We meet Gertie's stepbrother Duncan, and he's sort of a film buff who is obsessed with Camp Bloodbath, and he convinces her to come to a screening of Camp Bloodbath to talk about her mom in exchange for he's gonna like complete all of her homework.
Yeah, for the next year or something, because she's not doing well in one.
I think
classes.
It's like one specific class.
Yeah, it's like
the classics.
It's like some the classics. That's it.
Yeah.
And this guy was Thomas Middleditch was kind of big at the time because he was balls deep in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I think he produced this movie, or like is friends with the people who made this movie.
I'm not seeing a producer's credit on IMDb, but I think you're right. I think if memory serves me right in my research, he is has a connection to this movie outside of being in it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's sort of this whole cast feels like, it doesn't feel like anyone's getting their full
everyone's there for a good time.
This movie. Yeah. It's everyone wanted to make this movie.
Everyone's there for a good time. Good. And that is evident in the blooper reel at the end, which is
I love a movie that ends with bloopers.
A good blooper reel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
So we go to the screening of Camp Bloodbath. We meet Vicky, who is played by Nina Dobrev.
She's so good at this.
A big Dobrev head.
Didn't know that.
I'm a Degrassi girl.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Vampire Diaries.
I mean, I watched a few seasons of the Vampire Diaries.
It's good.
But I'm a Degrassi girl.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Degrassi girl. But so and she is Chris's ex-girlfriend. She shows up with a guy and she's sort of like bragging about him, and then by the time they get in the theaters, he's just not even there.
I know. She's like, "Can you park the car?" And then he just never.
She like abandoned. She's like, "Go to the other theater. Go watch a different movie."
It's pretty iconic. She's so good in this.
It's the cast really gels. It is one of those things where it is people you recognize from different things. I think they're all sort of different ages. But it all works together to be like, okay, like I mean, on paper, I mean, how much older than Taissa Farmiga is Thomas Middleditch? 20 years. He might be the same difference. He might be Malin Ackerman's age.
Yeah, we said Taissa Farmiga's 31, so Thomas Middleditch age.
He's 43.
I'll do your homework for a year. She's like, you're a teacher.
Aren't you a middle manager at a small business? Shouldn't you be businessing? I don't know.
Aren't you the vice principal of my high school?
I also couldn't figure. I think they were college. Maybe I couldn't figure that out.
That's crazy to be like, I'll do your college homework. Yeah. I mean, I guess not.
It's classics. They're hard.
I guess. No, because she's 16. What? No. Get out of here.
But so we get to the screening. They're watching clips of the movie. We're seeing a scene where her mom's character is about to have sex with Adam DeVine.
Right.
I don't like Adam DeVine.
Really?
He always skeeves me out. Which I think is probably what he's always going for.
Yeah, that's the point.
But sometimes what we're going for actually works on me.
I'm a fan only because I watched Workaholics, which is really fucking funny.
Yeah,
so
you're a big Pitch Perfect head.
But I actually do love the first Pitch Perfect. I understand how he would rub you the wrong way. He's almost like Jim Carrey coded, where it's like,
who I famously don't love.
Right. It's like it's like a very like animated, like
sometimes
she's a lot.
It's enough.
She's giving a lot. She's giving a lot.
But someone in the theater drops a whole bottle of liquor.
You vibes.
Okay, I'm not bringing a bottle of room temperature vodka.
Depends on what we're watching. Showgirls.
Cold vodka maybe, but not room temperature vodka.
Yeah,
it's got to be. I'm a freezer vodka girly, so
these guys were wasted like prior to coming in, because to your point, who brings a full ass bottle into a theater?
When
maybe
I was seeing
17.
Cloverfield, we were opening night when we didn't know what Cloverfield was. We had to go midnight to see it because had to see it. And it was right after the theater near me switched to stadium seating, and someone dropped a tall boy from the top row, and it rolled the whole way down. And it was in the scene where they're underground.
Ooh, 40X
before it gets scary.
40X.
So they're all talking, and it's like a talkie scene, and then boom, boom. Boom. And it was so funny.
Did it smell like beer?
It didn't hit me. I was in the front section, but I'm sure people didn't love it.
So watching the Final Girls, you were you activated?
Triggered. I was triggered, yeah. And thankfully for me, in that setting, I wasn't also smoking weed.
Yeah.
But someone in this theater is smoking weed, and
yes, they were.
Ignites the liquor trail and catches the whole theater on fire.
Yeah, this scene kind of reminded me of oh my god, what did we watch? What did we?
Popcorn?
Popcorn, yeah.
Popcorn.
Yeah, this put me in mind of Popcorn.
I love Popcorn is one I keep being like, because Chris still hasn't seen it, and I keep being like, we have to watch Popcorn.
He's like, Stuart, it's 2 a.m. Why did you wake
Recently,
me up?
The only movie for the podcast that we've watched completely together is They Them. Poor Chris.
Oh my god. He's
I had to watch it when he was in the living room, and he was like, fuck this.
Poor Chris.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Like, you didn't want to watch any of the Evil Deads with me? And I was like, no.
He said
they/them.
Divorce imminent.
Yes.
So anyway, the theater goes up in flames courtesy of these two guys who are wasted.
Drinking and smoking.
And everyone's panicking.
Luckily for them, there's a machete on the ground. Max picks it up.
Which is, part of the cosplay. Everyone's kind of...
Usually you don't bring a real one. But you know what?
True.
It's New Orleans. Les en bon temps bleu roulé or whatever. Let the good times roll.
Okay, did not know you had that in you.
My dad's obsessed with New Orleans. Have I not
Stuart
told
Lore.
you?
Incoming.
My dad was there a week before Katrina. And loves New Orleans. So...
Stuart's dad mentioned.
I also like my dad too. I'm not just a mommy's boy. I'm a parent's child.
I met him once. He seemed like a very lovely man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So they get into the movie. Classic get into the movie situation. Slice it. Light comes out.
They're looking for a way out, and Thomas Middleditch says there's a door behind the screen.
Yeah.
Taissa takes a machete, to the screen.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they step in. Next thing you know, they're in fucking bloodbath.
They were looking for a way out, and they found a way in.
And they found a way in.
A way into mother-daughter bonding.
They went back to the film.
In time.
Back to the future? No, back to the film.
Back to Camp Bloodbath.
They went back to Camp Bloodbath.
I do like this scene. Because they are sitting there on the side of the road. The cast of Camp Bloodbath, the characters of Camp Bloodbath, I guess, drive by and are like, "Where's Camp Bloodbath?"
Tina.
I don't think they call it Camp Bloodbath, but whatever the camp is called.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, this is weird."
Yeah.
And then they just go, and then we get a Chiron 92 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then we get another one 92 minutes later.
Yeah.
And they realize that they're looping the movie.
Yeah, and my bitch ass was like, "Wait a minute! Like, part of the Camp Bloodbath takes place at night. So wouldn't night be like?"
You were trying to find a flaw in this flawless movie.
Yeah.
First of all,
it's
how
funny.
dare you?
I know it's funny.
And also, did they not experience the flashback?
They did experience the flashback.
Yeah. I think you have to go along to get along with the movie. If you're outside of the camera the camera,
Mm-hmm.
you're not getting the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But so the third time they accept a ride with Tina and all the camp counselors, and they say that they're new camp counselors, and they're like, you guys are dressed funny.
God, Tina's so great.
They get into the van, and as they approach the camp, we are introduced to the character Nancy, played by Max's mom, who is the beautiful Malin Ackerman.
Oh, she's so great.
Beautiful.
And Max is like, oh my God, it's my mom. And Malin Ackerman is like, hey girly, who are you?
Yeah. I don't recall. Yeah. I don't recall you. But
because she's Nancy.
She's Nancy.
She's Nancy.
Not, and even if she was Amanda, she wouldn't know her own daughter because it's from the past.
Blow my mind.
Yeah. It's called science. It's called math science. Google it. But
girl math is so out. Math science is so in.
Math science. As a math scientist,
not your best. Maybe your worst.
Not my best. And maybe my worst. I don't know.
Maybe your worst.
Sometimes we're not operating on the frequencies
at
that we're
optimal
operating
levels.
On. Yeah. But so they get to the camp. They try to take the van so they can just leave the movie. And Kurt throws the keys into the woods and says, yeah, you can have the van. Just find the keys, mama.
Yeah, Kurt is an asshole, played by Adam DeVine. Just really, we should mention every character outside of our core cast is like archetypes. Yeah. And Kurt, Adam DeVine, is like the jock. Not even, I guess you could say like horny jock.
Yeah. A beefy boy
who is like antagonistic and just kind of like metaphorically throwing his dick and literally throwing his dick everywhere.
I will say, as annoying as I find him very attractive too. So that's
he's hot and shirtless
with
many times in this movie. Yeah, he's hot
in his underwear from time to time.
Yeah,
he's thriving.
I feel like he would be very fun in bed. We would have a great time.
Yeah. But so they're all looking for the keys. Nancy and Max are sort of bonding a little bit and sort of like connecting some. And she's connecting with her mom through the character her mom played, which is sweet.
Sweet and also fucked up. I would be like, I can't do this.
Like, can we call cut and then you can talk to me as yourself?
Yeah, it just, like you said, I know you have to go along to get along, but I'm like... Movie making, they would have had multiple cuts. The characters would have
but they're not in the making of the movie. They're in the movie.
They're in the movie itself. Yeah. Got it. I got it. I do wish there would have been some sort of like magical, like we would have got some reasoning as to why they were able to get into the movie outside of just literally cutting the screen.
And I kind of respect it. It is not focused on the mechanics
at all,
and it doesn't have like it. I think, and this is sort of, I think movies get very like, I think movies are very cinema sinned out right now, where they're like, well, we can't have a plot hole because the people online are going to point out there's a plot. And I was like, hold that plot, mama.
Yeah.
Like, I care that a movie has emotional resonance a lot more than I care that it has an internal logic that stands up in the court of law.
Wuthering Heights 2026.
Yeah. But like this movie works on an emotional level and it doesn't have to work on an intellectual level. I don't need to know how they got into the movie. They actually never get out of the movie.
Well, and yet it does work on an intellectual level. There's a lot of like playing with tropes. But
it's not worried about the person online going, how did they get into the movie?
It's not worried about the gay podcast being like, wait a second, give me.
It's worried about me who watches with his heart and not you who watches with his head.
Yeah. I'm a bitch. And clip that. Tommy Doe. And clip it.
He's gonna someday understand that he created monsters.
He
already knows. I think he met us as monsters and just made us worse.
Yeah, it's true. Listeners, if you haven't listened to our Tommy episode, highly recommend.
Go back in time.
Go back in time.
So we get our first kills. We meet Mimi, who is gonna have sex with a hitchhiker. which honestly relatable.
I don't know that we could say like they're really characters outside of just being
they're
sexual
types.
Yes,
yeah.
Archetypes.
Yeah, but I like the combination. I like a portman carrot types. Kind of sounds like carrot types, but
yeah.
Sometimes the words we need the most are the words that don't make sense.
I'll let you have that.
But Billy, the killer of the titular Camp Bloodbath, comes out, breaks the guy's neck, and also breaks Mimi's neck and throws her into the woods.
Yeah.
But Duncan, they're all watching this happen.
Right.
And Duncan is like, he can't kill us.
Right.
He can't even see us. We're not in the movie.
We're not in the movie. And also we're not having sex, so we don't need to worry about it.
But he's like, are these people just wandering around with corn syrup in their bodies? And he goes and like licks the blood off. Someone was like, that's just blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he goes to try to take a selfie with Billy, and then Billy does in fact stab him.
Yeah. It was thrilling. It's
a
thrilling.
Diva down.
Would you be how would you be excited to be in a Friday the 13th, or would you be like, if you stumbled into a movie, or would you be alarmed?
I would be both, maybe.
I would be.
I wouldn't want to be in a Friday the 13th movie because I like living.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Here's a follow-up question. If you had to be in a movie, if you had to step into the movie, what franchise and or genre or movie would you pick? That's a big question. Let's go one movie.
Okay, let's say, but I'm not going to actually die.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
But yeah, I would go into a horror movie. If I'm not actually going to die, I would love to be in a horror movie. I don't want to die in real life.
See, I think just going off of this movie's logic, spoiler alert, we know they don't escape. I'm actually not choosing a horror movie. I'm choosing a rom-com.
Yeah.
And I'm hopefully going to fall in love with.
Oh, I'm just choosing porn.
That's pretty smart.
If that's the constraints we're living, I'm gonna be like a football coach.
I'm choosing a fun documentary. Is what I'm choosing.
I'm choosing Planet Earth.
I'm choosing Planet Earth.
Because you know where I live? Planet Earth.
Yeah, smart.
And that's where I want to be.
Period.
Sorry, I had to air my ears out for that.
No, it's fine. I understand.
So Vicky, Chris, Gertie, and Max try to run away as Duncan is being killed, and they sort of are trying to like flee the shot.
Yeah,
and they keep getting routed back into the shot, and routed back into the shot, and routed back into the shot, and they have to like stop and be like, okay, we have to go through the movie. But I like killing the character that knows the most about the movie. So they've all seen the movie, but Duncan's the one who knows the most.
Yeah.
So he would be very much like, okay, this is the next scene. This is the next scene. This is where we have to avoid. And the rest of them are like, wait, so you just like, as long as you're a virgin, you don't die, and like this and that.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of Scream-esque, actually. But this scene in particular where they're trying to escape is really fun. It's really funny. Like the camera's sort of spinning, and we see I think Tina is like watching them try to escape. And it's just really
Tina.
Clever. She's the
Tina's
best.
Great.
She's the best character in the movie.
So funny.
But yeah, the director really has an eye for visual flair, because it's just fun. It's a fun movie to watch as it is to engage.
He directed the third Harold and Kumar movie.
Oh,
the Christmas one, which is also very cool visually.
Oh, I love that. I've never seen that. I actually have only seen the first one. How many are there?
3.
Okay.
I think I've seen 3. I assume I've seen them all.
Okay. And just for clarity, the director of this movie, The Final Girls, his name is Todd Strauss Schulson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he directed. Wait, Pitch Perfect. Oh my God, Pitch Perfect was a TV series. He
Bumper in Berlin.
He directed 2 episodes of Pitch Perfect Bumper in Berlin, which, correct me if I'm wrong, was on Peacock. Wow.
It was a Peacock Ridge.
Oh my God, Adam DeVine is in this. Should I go back and watch this?
Sure.
Did you watch it?
No.
Yeah.
It's a Peacock. It's a Peacock original show that's not The Traitors or The Burbs. I'm not watching it.
Have you seen The Burbs?
I'm about halfway through. I love it.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Okay.
It is like Keke Palmer is in Desperate Housewives with like older middle-aged women, and it is like the combination of all my interests.
Oh
which
my
is
God.
Keke Palmer, Desperate Housewives, and middle-aged women who drink wine.
She's a star. And I know people say that maybe like kind of often, but like it's really true with Keke Palmer. She is an absolute star.
She's actually, I think she is a star in a way that few projects have actually been able to capture how big of a star she is. Like Nope captures it. Like Nope is as much a vehicle for her as anyone else.
Yeah.
But I think like I want more for Keke Palmer.
So
I do actually want to go back and watch the third season of the Scream TV show that she's in.
Oh yeah.
Which is the only season that has the real mask. So
wait a minute. Oh, I thought sorry, I was getting confused with Scream Queens.
Scream Queens. She was in both. But she was in the third season of Scream, I think.
I didn't. Wait, I thought it was only 2 seasons. Okay.
There was so that was a show that was really affected by the Weinstein ish.
Okay.
Because it was produced, season 3 was produced, I think like 2017. And it just sort of got stuck in hell because
sounds right.
It was the last thing produced by the Weinstein Company.
Okay.
And it didn't because it was in 2017 they filmed season 3 and it didn't come out until 2019. And because they had to strip Harvey Weinstein's credit from it, they had to sell it to a different company, so it wasn't released by the Weinstein's company, and it came out like 3 years after the previous season, and it was already the beginning of what would have been an anthology.
Oh, I see. Wait, I want to watch Scream this third season, but I don't want to watch season 2. I just want to now get into season 3 since Keke Palmer is in it.
Yeah, I watched season 1 of Scream.
It's kind of good.
Yeah. But season 2 was a slog. I got like halfway through and was like, oh, this should have been an anthology.
Literally the same situation for me. But do you think that season 3 we can just jump in?
Oh, it's a completely new set of characters. So
okay, so we can
and
jump
they
in.
use the real mask. And they have Roger Jackson is back as Ghostface, who is not in the first 2 seasons. But
bitch. We're gonna need to dial into that.
Yeah, but it also has Tyler Posey of the Tyler Posey jerk off video.
Not the Teen Wolf series.
No, I've never seen an episode of Teen Wolf, but I've seen him slapping his dick against his stomach.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Tyler Posey, OnlyFans mentioned.
The Final Girls.
Where are we?
We're introduced to Paula, who is the final girl of the movie Camp Bloodbath, who is the actress herself is in the Carrie Diaries, which is like the 40th time I brought up the Carrie Diaries on the show. And they all split up and are trying to keep the characters from allowing the movie to progress. So they're trying to stop Max is trying to stop Nancy from having sex with Kurt, and they're trying to prevent Tina from doing her striptease.
Yes.
And they're trying to keep the movie from happening to avoid more people dying.
Yeah, and we know that the one thing that activates the killer is sex.
Yes.
Or sexual acts.
Same.
Yeah, I mean...
The only thing that activates me. Yeah. But then I also like... so Nancy decides not to have sex with Adam DeVine.
Yeah.
And she's like, great, now I can save myself for George Michael. I like a movie. I sometimes find humor like that a little annoying, where it like relies entirely on the audience's knowledge that the characters don't have. But I think this movie doesn't use it that much. And so I feel like a lot of movies that take place in the 80s and 90s are very much like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And this movie uses it so sparingly that when it does happen, it's really funny.
It's also Malin Ackerman has really good comedic timing. So
the titular trophy wife. Trophy wife mentioned.
Trophy Wife.
I love
I've
that
never
show.
seen it, but I believe you.
I
believe you. It's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Marcia Gay Harden, Michaela Watkins, and Malin Ackerman playing the 3 wives of Bradley Whitford. No better show could exist.
Was this a Fox show?
ABC.
Okay.
I think it aired after Cougar Town one year.
Wow, Malin Ackerman is kind of a prolific TV actress.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she is like...
And she's now like never been bigger with The Hunting Wives.
Yeah, I mean, she now obviously has like she has a film career, but like, I mean, like you said, Hunting Wives, Trophy Wife, she's been in... What else is she... Was she in a season of Glee? I feel like she was in Glee.
No, she was on Billions.
She's on Billions.
She just did another show too.
She was... Wait, 1 second, listeners, while I pull up IMDb.
Google Malin Ackerman.
Yeah. She was in a show called Anything. I'm not sure what that is. It seems animated.
She was a contestant on The Masked Singer.
Oh my God, she was in Dollface. Never watched it. I know.
She was sort of a Gwyneth Paltrow type character.
Okay, I know people who did watch it and they liked it. She was in Medical Police, which I did not watch, but I do know about.
I did watch all of Medical Police during COVID.
Yeah, very, very funny.
But
wait, that's a comedy, right? Medical Police? Yes.
It's actually a spinoff of Children's Hospital.
Yes, that's what I thought. So yeah, she's got a lot of... she was in To that point, she was in Children's Hospital and The Comeback. Oh my God, she was in the new Comeback. I think she was
in the original Comeback.
She was in the original Comeback. Excuse me. Yeah, she was.
But she pops up on the new one too. And I think she's coming back on the next season too.
Juna Milken. Yeah. So Malin Ackerman, film and TV actress in equal parts.
Yeah.
Equal measure. And now I want to watch Trophy Wife, which I hope I can stream somewhere.
I had to buy it a couple years ago.
Of course you did.
You know I did. My debit card hates to see me Googling DVD complete series. Like how I own the Revelations, the complete series.
Your bank, the FBI agent living in your computer said, "Here we go again."
It's like, girl, you're unemployed.
Yeah.
Why are you buying a $3 the new normal season?
You get a cryptic message from an unknown number at 3 a.m. that says,
"We're worried
Stop
about you.
fucking buying." Yeah, we're worried about you. Stop buying obtuse DVDs of obtuse shows that are aired on ABC in 2007.
Stop searching Point Pleasant, the complete series. You didn't finish it when it was originally on. You're not going to watch it now.
Wait, I've literally never heard of that. Point Pleasant.
It was a Fox show that was I don't know. We've tangented too much. Let's put Point Pleasant discussion in the burning episode next week.
Totally fair.
But so they decide that they can't actually fight the runtime of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They have to lean in, let Tina do her strip tease, and set up the house to trap Billy.
It's so good.
And really Tina does take all of Vicky's Adderall.
It's really funny because, well, first of all, she thinks they're Tic Tacs. That's why she takes them. And second of all, Tina is just she's so horny that they have to put oven mitts on her so that she won't touch her body in any way and activate the killer.
And you know what? I can relate to that.
I know you can.
I'm always about to do a striptease. So
catch Tina at the Eagle every Saturday at 9.
Okay, so you actually don't want to say that because Tina is a nickname for meth.
It is?
Yeah. So you don't want to go to the Eagle and ask people for Tina.
Oh my God. Who coined that?
I don't know. But yeah.
Yikes.
So maybe don't bring your Tina fandom to your Grindr page.
Oh my God.
Because you are going to get a weird energy in your apartment if you tell people you love Tina.
If I went to Eagle and was like, "Hey girl, Tina, hey girl."
It is funny. I think even at a screening of this movie, if you said Tina, they would be like, "Meth?"
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you for telling me.
Wait, sorry. We always do this. Have you ever heard Tammy Brown's Tina story?
I don't think so, but I love Tammy Brown.
So Tammy Brown does Tina Turner.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so gay guys at a club were like, "Do you do Tina?" And they were like trying to get her to go outside and do meth. And she's like, "Well, I do Tina on stage." I don't need to go outside to do Tina. I do Tina on stage.
Yikes.
And I think I kept that tangent pretty fast. And
that was good for that. Yeah, Tammy Brown mentioned. Tammy Brown, if you're listening to this, please
call me.
Love to have
you should be on the podcast. We'll just talk about Tina.
I feel like Tammy Brown is a horror movie fan.
Yeah. So we get the booby trap scene. Oh no, we get Max and Nancy talking about when Max's mom died.
Yeah, there are several of these scenes, but I think this one in particular is like several scenes like this of this ilk, but this is probably the most impactful because she reveals that her mom died and she it's actually her.
Yeah.
It's her mom.
But she gives her a friendship bracelet, and this is where Max decides that she's not going to let the movie go the way as it was originally planned.
Right.
She is going to save her mom from the movie. We did miss that Paula and Kurt died.
Yes.
Paula and Kurt tried to drive away from the scene. And then she hits a totem pole, Kurt flies out and dies, and then Paula is in the car that blows up, so that they don't have a final girl.
That's true.
And they need a new virgin to be the final girl.
Yeah.
And currently Max and Nancy are the only potential final girls.
Yeah. I will say just really quick, I saw on the IMDb trivia that Paula was that Chloe Sevigny expressed interest to play Paula at one point.
That would have been incredible.
That would have been incredible, but also like incredibly distracting, but also incredible.
Like when she's in The Snowman playing twins.
You know what? Did not see The Snowman and do not plan on seeing The Snowman.
Bad movie.
I think maybe we should cover The Snowman, actually.
Yeah. I mean, they're making a show. The lead character of The Snowman is named Harry Hole.
What were they thinking?
It's like based on a Norwegian book. So I don't think it means Harry Hole the way we think of Harry Hole.
But like, was no one like, yeah, this is not going to work for American audiences?
No. They were like, Harry
obviously
Hole.
Not.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If there's one thing Americans don't like, it's Harry Hole.
Well, obviously no one stepped in and said that's not a good idea because it's a movie that exists.
What if the hole was a little bit different?
Also, the marketing is so I just remember the marketing, like walking by bus stops.
I gave you all the clues.
Yeah, walking by bus stops in LA with posters, with the Snowman posters of like, it was like the killer, Mr. Snowman, gave you all the clues with a drawing of a stick snowman. So funny.
Let's watch The Snowman.
I agree.
So they have Tina do the striptease,
yeah.
But she's like methed out. And
she's not methed out. She's taken a lot of Adderall. She says she's like
Adderall
3.
and meth are the same drug, essentially. Yeah, they're both methamphetamine.
That seems not
true.
I believe that, but calling
they're the
Adderall
same class of drug.
There we go.
They have the same result. If you take 30 Adderalls, it's like you're doing meth.
Yeah, I think if you took maybe more than 10 Adderalls, you're probably gonna not be well. You're probably
not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. And she takes 30.
She does. So she's doing the fastest striptease ever.
It's so good.
And then she freaks out as Billy walks towards her and trips and falls into a bear trap head first. And then they're able to. It's sort of a Home Alone sequence where they launch Billy into antlers on the door, but he comes back and kills Gertie and her sort of character boyfriend Blake, who's one of the guys in the movie.
Yeah.
And Vicky tries to blow herself up to save Nancy and Chris and Max.
Right.
But he jumps out. The visuals in this movie are really cool. Like him on fire running after them was really cool.
Yeah, and this is a really funny part because the scene as he's jumping out and kind of chasing them, like he's on fire, it's in slow motion, and Nancy's like, "What's going on?" And then Taissa Farmiga's like, "We're in slow motion."
Well, this is also the point where they have Nancy retell the flashback story.
Yes,
to slow down Billy.
So they're like, "Well,
Billy. tell the exposition again. Like, tell us about Billy again." And
pretty ingenious.
They slow back into the flashback. They're able to find. They see the story again of like Billy, classic fireworks, getting attacked and lit on fire. But they this time can watch where he runs, and so they know where Billy is going to be hiding.
Right. Yeah.
So Chris and Max get Billy takes Nancy.
Right.
With him, and then Chris gets cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Let me think.
He's
Wow.
Alexander Ludwig. He's
Yeah.
very
Okay.
hot,
Yes.
but maybe
Yes.
not a huge presence in this movie.
Very hot. Cut to the point of near death.
Yes. They
They
end up in a church.
end up in a church, which looked eerily similar to a movie that I watched, a church featured in a movie that I watched recently called Hellboy, The Crooked Man.
So I can tell you that was shot in Eastern Europe. So it was not the same church.
Do churches all look the same?
I can just tell you that movie did not cost enough that it was filmed in the United States. That
who
was
is-
definitely shot in a country where nothing cost anything.
Honestly, Hellboy, The Crooked Man is kind of good.
I actually think the
recommend
idea of doing a Hellboy, like
Let's go to hell.
horror movie, like that's fun. That's smart. It doesn't need to be a giant. It's a tent pole. I mean, don't get me wrong. Golden Army is awesome.
Oh,
Golden Army is actually the only Hellboy movie I've seen.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you should watch the first one's the best because it really has. The Golden Army is more of like a fantasy movie, and the original Hellboy is more of like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Actually, but the most horrific of the oh my god, there's one with Mila Jovovich that is like absolutely atrocious. But the most like horror filled one in the series is the Crooked Man.
Yeah.
So honestly, recommend people if you're considering watching the Crooked Man, but maybe have
Hellboy,
held off.
Crooked Man, solid recommendation from Miss Jessie Tabbitt.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this has been our Hellboy, the Crooked Man mini review.
Wait, how did we get here? Oh, I said the church.
You said the church
looked similar to the church that Nancy.
We're having a tangent Saturday. It is what it is.
It's fine.
I think people have been listening to us for like 100 episodes. I don't think they mind the tangents.
They know.
And if they do, I'm sorry. This is a notes app apology. Prayer hands emoji.
Yeah.
So Max decides, with the knowledge they have, to go bring the fight to Billy, save Nancy.
Yes.
She leaves Chris in the church. She goes, fights Billy in sort of like I don't know. This is maybe the worst set of the movie because I can't even figure out where they are supposed to be.
Well, it's leaning very heavily into tropes. Like the sky is like blood red, and like and Max is like pulling off like Matrix style like dodging knives and like it's really funny.
We do get the saddest striptease in any movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Where Nancy decides to sacrifice herself to save Max.
Right.
And so she starts stripping to Betty Davis eyes as I think it's raining. And really, this movie is very visually dynamic. And I think by leaning into the absurd, they're able to get away with stuff. It doesn't always look real, but it always looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's sometimes what I want, where it's like I'd rather it look good than real. Well, and like the sky is a crazy color, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean,
and like the fight is very heightened.
That's like a justification for that. Actually helped me kind of like going back to my nitpicks. It helps me sort of forgive things that would otherwise take me out of the movie, if that makes sense. Yeah.
But in this moment, Billy does kill Nancy.
It's true.
But Max is able to get the upper hand and behead Billy. Mm-hmm. And then the credits start to play, and Max and Chris are stuck in the credits, and they kiss as the credits go above them, and then they get stuck in like a rated R screen.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And then they wake up in a hospital, and they sort of think they're all free. But Duncan and Vicky and Gertie are alive again.
Everyone's back. Yeah.
Yeah. But they do discover that they are in Camp Blood 2.
Yeah. Which honestly like made me sad because I'm like, I just want them to get back to reality too. Like
I would have loved if they had been able to film both of these, like Final Girls and the Final Girls 2 back to back, and had the cliffhanger be that they're in 2 and then they're in 2 and then they get out by the end of 2.
Wait, do you think, I'm sure they've talked about like making a sequel, and like kind of now you could really do it anytime. It's like they've been trapped in a sequel for like 10 years. And
and then something new, like a fan of the movie accidentally like buys
makes their way in.
Weird DVD.
Yeah.
And then gets stuck in them with them. And then we can like deal with DVD special features.
Yeah, it's very Jumanji-esque. You know, Robin Williams.
No, I would love it.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Dwayne The Rock Johnson Jumanji. The only Jumanji I acknowledge.
That's a lie.
I've never seen those.
They're actually really funny. They're really funny.
Watch about half of one early in COVID and I was crying too much.
Jack, you were just...
I cried a lot the first couple weeks of COVID.
That's fair. But Jack Black plays a 16-year-old Valley girl, and it is a stunning performance, let me tell you.
Yeah. The Final Girls. Final thoughts?
I think this is a very enjoyable movie, and I think it was probably a really fun movie to make, just like whether you acted in it or you wrote it or you directed. As evidenced by the blooper reel at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I like when it feels like people are having fun. This was a movie I clocked 26-day shoot, New Orleans. They were all there for a month. They were all having fun. Mm-hmm. It seems like they all bonded. You were telling me the shooting in order for the movie and then shooting all the early stuff before, because it does feel really real and all the connections feel really real and lived in, and you don't get a ton of character development for the characters that aren't Max and Nancy, but you never feel like you're missing any of it. Like you feel like you know Gertie, you feel like you know Vicky. Chris is maybe the weakest character, but he's hot, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, also, it's once again the strength of the actors like really shine. So I could honestly see myself watching this again soon.
When I decided to do this movie for the podcast, I bought the Blu-ray because I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
I wish this was on 4K.
Yeah, but also 4K is imperceivable to human eyes, so I have to remind myself when something's not available on 4K that I'm literally not missing anything, because your eyes cannot see 4K.
Yeah, but it just looks clearer, looks better.
Does it?
Yes. Anyone should know that.
Okay, so the thing that makes 4Ks look clearer is the restoration.
Correct.
So if a movie is restored in 4K to our eyes, a Blu-ray and a 4K, if it's the same restoration, looks the same.
Okay,
that's just math science.
I think that's a good note to end on.
Yeah. See you next week. We're going to be talking about the 1983 movie.
That sounds right.
81?
The Burning.
Early 1980s.
I think it's 81. I think it's 81.
Yeah, 81. I knew it was an odd year and I picked wrong.
Right.
We'll talk about 1981's The Burning. A fun little cropsy romp.
Yes. It's fire.
It is literally fire.
And that's
on period.
Period.
This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tappet. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.